Let me tell you why the world is just really, really sad right now. Like everybody is posting their, their iOS 14 setup, like how creative it is, and it is really nice. And like obviously, there's gonna be a lot of like going forward, the iOS like widget layout thing is just gonna explode. Like there's far more like developers on the iOS that will like take full advantage of that compared to like what was on the Android. But what is really sad is that like everybody's acting like this widget situation wasn't like originated by Android. At least when it comes to mainstream, full on like the everyday man can have like man or woman can have an like the use of these widgets like everybody's acting like Apple created this thing. Like I'm an Apple lover, I'm an Android lover, but I'm darn sure not gonna like ignore the fact that like Android popularized this widgets. Like when it comes to like being on a phone and customizing your phone and moving around your icons and having an app drawer. I know iOS calls it an app library. This is all created by Android. Like and everybody out here is just like acting like it's widgets are amazing and they are the greatest thing ever, but give it to Android that they are the one that created first. And it's really, really sad. Like this is so unfair. Like the thing is like, like us nerds, we actually don't go along with trends. We actually go where the technology is, where the creativity is. Like, like a lot of techies are going to be on Android. A lot of techies are going to be on, the souped up PC computers. A lot of the popular people or like the mainstream people are going to go to the Apple. And Apple is amazing. Like, Apple is very creative as well. But a lot of like mainstream people go to Apple. They go to Mac OS. They go to iOS. And, they stick to the cookie cutter layout until Apple looks at the opposition and slowly take bits and bits of the opposition's creativity and bring it into their own OS, and then the world explodes and says Apple is the most creative like company ever. Yes, they are, and no, they're not at the same time, like simultaneously. I don't know, it's weird like that. And like when it comes to Android's widget setup, it's far like you can transform your phone into like something unrecognizable on an Android, right? The problem with that is sometimes it can take up your time, right? Like it can take up your time. You're always sort of busy on your Android. You're sort of like always trying to tweak this, tweak that, move that, resize this, change this to a different color, change it to a different style, change the icon pack. Just a whole bunch of stuff, it is fun. But I do understand why people, sometimes you just kind of want the, like the set layout of an Android, of a Apple iOS, that you just focus more on the actual tools to accomplish what you want to accomplish rather than actually, mimicking rearranging the actual tool itself, like changing its icon or its layout or its shape. Because I just recently switched from Android to an iPhone. Like I went from the Note 5. Yes, I know it's really old. Really, really old. Matter of fact, it was so old the screen died and the pen, only the pen couldn't be used on the screen, and then I lost the pen. It just went way downhill. But now I switched to an iPhone. Like the iPhone, like it just everything just works buttery smooth. Like there's a sort of like a motion, like when you're just moving around like icons, you're moving around like you know when you minimize the page and it goes into like a kind of slider page layout. Like it's a little bit you would have to know what I'm talking about. It's buttery smooth compared to like the Note 5. I know it's not fair to compare a Note 5 to like a newer iPhone, but still, it's just buttery smooth. Everything is just buttery smooth on the iPhone. Like even the widgets, just they're not as interactive as like the Android, but like we know it's gonna get there. It's gonna get there. Like it's because there's just far more developers on the iPhone, right? Like there's just they're more quote unquote more talent. Doesn't mean that there aren't talented people over on Android. It just means that there's just far more people on iOS because it's a popular place to be. So like companies definitely gonna prioritize their Apple app compared to their Android app. Especially when you're talking about something like Instagram. Instagram on Android is definitely leaves a lot to be desired. But it's a travesty. It's the root of all evil. What like the world is saying about iPhone and its widgets, like just the overall iOS 14 is amazing. But just know where Apple got it from. It's not fair. It's not fair that like Apple is getting all the credit while Android is driving all the creativity, all the innovation, and everybody, specifically mainstream, is just ignoring it. And it's not fair. Bye.